Namaste children. Today I am going to teach you a lesson from 5th standard English connection book, and the lesson name is Uncle Ken at the Wicket. Before that, we will know some information. We will come to know about some information about the author of this lesson. Who is the author of this lesson? It is Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond. So Ruskin Bond was born in 19th May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives in Landour, Missouri, India. Some of his famous works by Ruskin Bond are A Flight of Pigeons, The Blue Umbrella, The Night Train of Deoley, The Cherry Tree, and The Room on the Roof. His role in the growth of children literature in India has been recognized by Indian Council of Child Education. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. His published work in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and a Padma Bhushan in 2004. So this is some information about Ruskin Bond. Now we will move on to the lesson, children. The lesson name is Uncle Ken at the Wicket. So this is a very humorous poem, humorous lesson of a person who was being mistaken for another person, and hence the muddle, whatever is created confusion in this lesson. It's very funny. So let us start the lesson. Uncle Ken likes to play pranks. Let us read the amazing story that takes place against the backdrop of a cricket match. Okay, now let us start the lesson. Uncle Ken announced that he was going to Lucknow to stay with Aunt Emily. One day what happened? Uncle Ken announced that he is going to stay with Aunt Emily, who was in Lucknow. She has 3 children and a school to look after. Said Granny, don't stay too long. So Aunt Emily had 3 children and a school to look after. Uncle Ken went to Lucknow to stay with whom? With Aunt Emily. Aunt Emily had 3 children and a school. And a school to look after. So Granny said, Uncle Ken's Granny said that don't stay for a long time there. She doesn't mind how long I stay, said Uncle Ken grumbly, and off he went. So for that, Uncle Ken said that she will not mind how many days I may stay there or not, with grumpily. Grumpily means with a angered face. His visit to Lucknow was so interesting that he was not likely to forget it. So his visit to Lucknow was so memorable, so that he will not forget for rest of his life. Such a incident took place when he visited Lucknow. When Uncle Ken got down at Lucknow station, a large crowd gathered around him, everyone waving to him and shouting words of welcome in Hindi. So he caught a train and he went. When he landed in Lucknow, he saw there was a large crowd who were waving their hands like this to him, welcoming him. Okay? In Urdu and English, before he could make out what it was all about, he was smothered by garland of marigold. So Uncle Ken was very much astonished. What is going on? He could not know what is going on there. Everyone were waving their hands, welcoming them in Urdu and English. So before he comes to know, he was smothered by garlands of marigold. Smothered. Smothered means completely covered. It was completely covered by garlands made out of marigold. You have seen marigold flower, no? Orange color flower will be there. So, which we use in the festival time. Yes. A young man came forward and announced, "The Gomati Cricketing Association welcome you to the historical city of Lucknow." So what happened in that crowd? A young man came and he welcomed Uncle Ken. What he said? "Welcome to Gomati Cricketing Association." So Gomati Cricketing Association is welcoming you to the historical city of Lucknow. What was the association name? The Gomati Cricketing Team. The Gomati Cricketing Association. Station to the car that was waiting outside for them. So that man took Uncle Ken in a car which was already waiting for him to take. It was only when the car drove into the sports stadium that Uncle Ken realized that he was expected to play in a cricket match. So till then he did not know what's happening with me. So he came to know only when the car was stopped near the cricket stadium. Then he came to know that he was expected to play a cricket match. Going to the next page. This is what had happened. Bruce Hallam, the famous English cricketer, was touring India and had agreed to play in a charity match at Lucknow that the previous evening in Delhi. Mr. Hallam developed an upset stomach and so he wasn't able to get up in time to catch the train. So what was the reason? Bruce Hallam, an English cricketer, was touring India. What was the name of the person? Bruce Hallam. He was a famous English cricketer who was touring India at that time. So he was expected to come there and play a match, but what happened? He developed an upset stomach. So he got some trouble in his stomach so that he could not catch the train. What happened next? A telegram was sent to the organization of match in Lucknow, but like many telegrams, it didn't reach the destination. So because of his upset stomach, he could not come to Lucknow. So for that, he dropped a telegram. So the telegram did not come to the destination as usual. Every time it will be late on those days. There were no mobile phones or something like that. They were using telegrams for urgent messages. So because of this telegram delay, these people could not know that Bruce Hallam was having upset stomach. So what happened next? It didn't reach their destination and the cricket fans of Lucknow had arrived at the station in droves to welcome the great cricketer. And what happened? To see Bruce Hallam, all people from the Lucknow came to see his match, his cricket match. And it was a strange coincidence that Uncle Ken bore a startling resemblance to Bruce Hallam. So all the confusion comes here because Uncle Ken was bearing a startling resemblance of Bruce Hallam. That means Uncle Ken was look-alike of Bruce Hallam. He was a ditto like Bruce Hallam. Even the bald patch on the crown of his head, hence the medal. Even the bald patch on his head also was same. It was very resembling with Bruce Hallam. Hence the muddle. Muddle means confusion. So people got confused that Uncle Ken was Bruce Hallam and they took him to the stadium. And of course, Uncle Ken was always happy to enter into the spirit of a muddle. See, Uncle Ken was a person who always loved to play pranks or get into the muddle. So he was always in a positive mind. He had a very good spirit of taking challenges. Such kind of a man was Uncle Ken. Having received from the Gomati Cricketing Association a rousing reception and a magnificent breakfast at the stadium, he felt that it would be very unsupporting on his part if he refused to play cricket for them. So when he landed in the cricket stadium, Gomati Cricketing Association, they offered him a very good magnificent breakfast and they gave him a very warm welcome and at the reception, so that he was very much pleased. Uncle Ken was very much pleased because of the way they treated him when he came to the stadium. He thought that it would be very unfair or unsupporting if he get out from that challenge. If I can hit a tennis ball, he mused, I ought to be able to hit a cricket ball. So Uncle Ken thought that if I can hit a tennis ball, surely I can play with a cricket ball also. And luckily there were a blazer and a pair of white flannels in his suitcase. Luckily what happened in his suitcase? There was a pair of blazers and flannels. Flannels are this one. See here, they are given. The flannels means the trousers made of soft woolen fabric which the sports person will use. Okay, and a blazer means the coat like thing he had bought for some reasons, but it is now used in the cricket stadium. The Gomati team won the toss and decided to bat. You know, every time in a cricket match, at first they will put toss, isn't it? Likewise, they also put toss and the Gomati cricketing team won the toss. Uncle Ken was expected to go in at number 3. So Uncle Ken was supposed to play, and in a cricket match they will be having uniforms, isn't it? And at the back they will be displayed some numbers which comes in the sequence. So Uncle Ken was also given a T-shirt on which the position of his was position 3. At the back side of his T-shirt it was written 3, and he was supposed to go in the 3rd place. Bruce Hallam's normal position. So number 3 is a favorite number of normal position of Bruce Hallam. Every time Bruce Hallam used to use that number. He soon found himself walking to the wicket. So now Uncle Ken got ready and he is now walking near the wicket, wondering why on the earth no one had yet invented a more comfortable pair of pads. Now Uncle Ken is thinking about the pads. See, a common person, he don't know how to play in the cricket ground. So you know that the cricket players will put pads on their knees, isn't it? So it will be very heavy. When he put the pads, he is thinking that why these people have not invented still a soft pad so that I'll be comfortable, because it was not comfortable for the Uncle Ken. Okay, children? Now, in this class we will stop till here only. I hope you all have understood about this lesson. In the next class, we will continue the lesson, children. Till then, bye everyone. Take care.